Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Calamity calling, and welcome to my Q&A. Well, technically my birthday Q&A or my cozy Christmas Q&A. I haven't decided yet, but the fireplace in the background, I like that vibe for me. I asked on all my platforms for questions that people wanted to know, and you did not disappoint. So I will go through some of them on here, give you my answers, and just chill for a bit. The first question, and a very, very important one. What is my favourite game? And I can't narrow it down to one. My favourite overall game? Borderlands 2. However, for the DLC, Borderlands 3, that DLC is amazing. It was like multiple whole other games added to the world. But I love Borderlands because it's absurd. It's right up my comedy alley. Sometimes it's dry. It's very slapstick. It's very silly. There's some, kind of ribald jokes. Borderlands, the whole series is right up there for me. I think for the emotional power it has over me, Spiritfarer, because if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know that I played Spiritfarer around the time that my nan passed away, and there was a character who I like to call Mrs. Tiggywinkle. That wasn't her name. It was the little hedgehog. And she reminded me at the time so much of my nan. And I have about 400 hours playing Spiritfarer, honestly, because at that time, being able to just sail around with essentially my nan was the biggest thing that helped me heal. Most recent games to go in my list, Cyberpunk, absolutely up there. Fundamentally disagree with the endings because, and you're very welcome to disagree with me here. The quintessential thing that a role-playing game has to provide for me, I have to be able to get the ending I want. I love the story, I love the music, the radio stations. I've got so many songs from Cyberpunk that are just in my everyday basis right now. The customization of your character and the range of outfits and just all of the side quests, I absolutely love it. I think I got to like the final 2 or 3 missions. I did my research to make sure that I could get the ending I wanted with the character I chose, which was River. I learned that no matter what I did, essentially I couldn't get the ending or anything near the ending that I wanted for my character. But I will say look up the endings first and see if you like them, because if not, it just hurts. My most recent, right now, favourite gameplay obviously is Infinity Nikki, because this is the game that when I was a child, this is the game I wanted. Infinity Nikki, being able to run around, dress up, those light elements of combat, the story, the exploration, and I am a big Nikki fan. I've played all of the mobile games, and there is, for people who say, oh, it's just a bubblegum girl game, you do not know the story of Nikki. That stuff is dark. Like, it's super dark. So dark. Definitely, would discourage young people from learning too much about the story. The mobile ones are much darker than the new Infinity Nikki, but it's a very, very good game. What was my hardest video to make? I think there are 3 videos that I found the hardest to make. First is probably the most viewed video on my channel, and that is the ending when you see what happens to Arthur, because to this day, I still feel like I have mental scars about Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, which is why the other difficult video is Red Dead Redemption 1. I won't go on about it because I've said it many times and I don't want to sound bitter, but the endings of Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and maybe it was because I played it during COVID, there was a lot going on at the time, there are a lot of people getting very rich off of doing very bad things during COVID, and the endings of fundamentally showing that no matter how good of a person you try to be and how much you try and do the right thing, it doesn't matter if someone with more money and power than you decides you're in the way somehow, or, you know, etc., etc. And both of those games to this date leave me with mental scarring, because it is so... To me, it points too much of a mirror at what's going on in the world, and I play games to escape, and I couldn't escape for those. I was also asked, what consoles do I have and which is my favourite? I'm not going to say I'm lucky, because I'm not lucky. The last 2 years have proved that I'm actually very unlucky. However, I have worked very hard to save up, and because of that, I have all of the major consoles. I have a Meta Quest 3, which was a gift. I have a gaming PC, which I won. I have that one. I was lucky. I think I used up all my luck on winning that one, honestly. I have a PlayStation 5. I have a Steam Deck. I have a Nintendo Switch. Mobile, technically. And I have an Xbox X Series. So I have one of all of them, pretty much. And I think I don't really ever play on the Xbox. One was a gift that someone got 2 of and they didn't need it, basically. If Infinity Nikki was available on Steam, 100% I would have played it on Steam between my PC and my Steam Deck. The console I find myself reaching for the most is probably my Steam Deck, and that's purely because I can take it with me wherever I go. Alright, the case is a bit chunky, but it has a lot of computing power. I can play most games. It has a desktop mode, which I haven't yet figured out how to use that properly, but it's on there. And also I can sync immediately between my computer and my Steam Deck, so it doesn't matter where I'm choosing to play. I can play wherever I want. Oh, I almost feel warm and cozy just by having the picture of the fire in front of me. I was asked, what is my biggest... Oh, the fire just popped. I was asked what is my biggest piece of advice that I have for someone who's looking to start a YouTube channel. And I would say, most importantly, don't value yourself on the metrics you see on YouTube. Because unfortunately, as much as people want to say otherwise, YouTube is a luck-based platform. Yes, you can work hard and you can encourage it, but ultimately it is luck. And as a smaller creator, I know that I have to work a lot harder on all of my content than a bigger channel, because a bigger channel will have an existing audience, so they will get more views and clicks and will be promoted more just through the virtue of being bigger. You can't control if you'll get big on YouTube or not unless you already know someone who is big and they're willing to help you along. So if you're starting from scratch, don't define your sense of self by your metrics, because that is a very slippery slope to make yourself feel very, very bad. My birthday is on the 21st of December. I just want to clear out from that original post, as it came up in quite a few of the comments. I'm not 21. I'm not 20 right now. I'm not turning 21. My birthday is on the 21st of December. But thank you to anyone who did think that I was saying I was turning 21, who didn't challenge me, because that's very nice of you. But no, I haven't been 21 for a little while. I don't think I would want to be 21 again, honestly, because I think I was turning 21 not too long before COVID, so I don't want to do that again. I did my time. Why did I make a YouTube channel? And I don't think I've ever really said it on the channel before, but I have a YouTube channel because my dream job would be a TV presenter, and I did work on it when I was in university. However, the world is what the world is, and I have to work for a living, so it was just never an opportunity to go more professionally with it, to take chances, and it's just one of those industries. So the closest thing I can get to being a TV presenter is combining two of my passions, which is presenting and also playing video games. So I think this is a pretty happy medium for me. I didn't know I always wanted to start a YouTube channel because I'm a millennial. I'm from the time YouTube didn't exist until I was a teenager, basically. If you'd like to see another Q&A in future, please feel free to send me your questions, but I am ending this episode here. A Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a fun Kwanzaa. Have a very lovely day, and most importantly of all, you do you.